Hello there. Welcome to today's edition of Extra Mile Beyond the Norm. My name is Philip Igbinijesu. I'm your host in this program. It's such a joy and excitement to be able to come your way week in, week out, to be able to speak on specific issues that we know has the capacity to bless you and add value to your life. In the past several editions, I've been speaking to a topic that I titled Fundamentals of Discipling a Nation. This topic is so important to you and I as citizens of Nigeria, whom I believe carry a responsibility to work towards the resurgence and the effectiveness of our nation, Nigeria. Because it doesn't matter wherever we find ourselves, we remain Nigerians by origination and by God's ordination. And that is why it's so important. I've been speaking on this and giving a lot of points. The seventh principle I introduced the last time is the need to establish effective institutional systems. Great nations and societies prosper and remain so, not because they have great and strong leaders alone, but much more because their institutions are strong. The institutions are stronger than the individuals, because individuals will always come and go, while the institutions remain the same. That is why when you see a society that sometimes, like it sometimes happens in ours, where a government come into place and the first thing they want to do is undo all that has been done, it reminds you that this is about self. This is not about the institution. This is not about the nation. It's about the eye on the next election, not an eye on the next, system and sustainable structure of the society. If a society is to be strong and prosper and do well, then there must be a tendency to establish effective institutional system. The eighth principle is the need to celebrate and reward patriotism, productivity, and integrity. All of these values are the things that make for excellence in a nation. I look forward to a time in Nigeria where when a university wants to give a doctorate, a honorary doctorate degree, it's not about a politician, it's not just about a big businessman, but a sociopreneur, somebody who has served the nation meritoriously, even at the lowest level. And for instance, a village headmaster or a school teacher that have served the nation for 30-something years, raised doctors, raised politicians. Such people deserve honor. When we begin to celebrate and reward such people with defining acts of patriotism, we are speaking to the values of our people as a nation. We must begin to reward issues of productivity and integrity. Somebody wants us to vote for him or her into an elective office. The question is, what is your track record of productivity? What values have you added to the Nigerian state? What difference have you made? How many lives have you imparted? Why then should we trust you at a public level? We must learn to celebrate, reward patriotism, productivity, and integrity. The ninth and the final principle I'd like to talk to us about is the need to correspondingly denounce and punish infractions. You see, whatever we condone compounds. Whatever we don't punish will be exacerbated. It will increase. It will go out of hand. So we must be deliberate in our intention to strengthen our law enforcement agencies, the instruments of law enforcement, so that people who do some things are brought to book. We've been talking about smuggling of arms into this country. Not one person has ever been arrested. We've been talking about all kinds of issues that are criminal. Who are the perpetrators? Who buys the arms for these people to take the Nigerian state, to a state of mourning all the time? We've got to learn to denounce and punish infractions. It is my firm belief that as a nation we can actually transform. And as we get together and put all hands on deck and pursue the singular passion of trying to transform a nation, I believe we can get it. Please remember, nations like individuals can be discipled. And it's not a matter of chance, but it's a matter of choice. I believe we can get there. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today on Extra Mile. Would love to hear from you as you comment on any of our social media platforms. Please feel free to share your Extra Mile testimonies and how God is impacting your life with us. We look forward to seeing you next time on Extra Mile.